Welcome back to our weekly market wrap-up. Equity markets faced a decline this week as investors remain cautious amid global uncertainties and shifting economic conditions. So stay tuned, and by the end of this video, we'll unpack the key drivers behind these losses and what lies ahead. This week, the Sensex declined 0.9%, while the Nifty 50 dipped 0.9%. The mid-cap index saw a slight decline of minus 0.01%, and small-cap index fell 0.7%. These losses reflect growing uncertainty in the market and a cautious approach from investors. Let's take a look at this week's key economic updates. Retail inflation, CPI, eased to 5.2% in December, down from 5.4% in November, bringing it back within the RBI's 2 to 6% tolerance band. Industrial growth reached a 6-month high of 5.2% in November, driven by mining, manufacturing, and electricity sectors. Foreign exchange reserves dipped by $5.7 billion to $634.5 billion. Meanwhile, wholesale inflation, WPI, rose to 2.3% from 1.8% in November, driven by higher manufacturing costs despite easing food prices. China's exports surged 10.7% in December, surpassing expectations, while imports rose 1%, defying forecasts. The US added 256,000 non-farm payrolls in December, lowering unemployment to 4.1%. Retail sales grew by 0.4%, and the Producer Price Index, PPI, increased by 0.2%. Among this week's top gainers, IDBI Bank rose 21% due to significant progress in divestment, with KPMG conducting due diligence and Department of Investment and Public Asset Management preparing to invite bids for a 60.7% stake. Vodafone Idea increased by 17.5% as Omega Telecom and Usha Martin Telematics expanded their stakes through preferential issues. BSE Limited gained 17.1%, after successfully enhancing its co-location services, boosting operational efficiency. On the downside, among the losers, we had Kalyan Jewelers dropped 19.9% due to short-term profit-taking. ITI fell 15% following a 52-week high driven by profit-taking. Amber Enterprise fell by 13.7%, experienced corrections, leading to a decline in its share price. A quick highlight from the unlisted equity space, Vikram Solar secured a 1 gigawatt solar module order from JSW Neo Energy. OYO's early investor, Lightspeed Venture Partners, has sold its stake ahead of IPO plans. NSE shares continue to be actively traded, driven by anticipation of its upcoming IPO. Here's what to watch in the week ahead. Next week, the domestic equity market is likely to tread cautiously as investors look ahead to the swearing-in of the 47th U.S. president and await quarterly earnings. Leading companies including Kotak Mahindra Bank, Zomato, 197 Communications, HDFC Bank, Hindustan Unilever, and Dr. Reddy's Laboratories will report third-quarter financials. India's Composite, Manufacturing and Services PMI, Flash, will also be released on January 24, 2025. Donald Trump will be formally inaugurated as the 47th U.S. president on January 20th, marking his return to the Oval Office after succeeding Joe Biden. His swearing-in will be followed by a fireworks display on January 18th. Additionally, U.S. existing home sales for December will be released on January 24th. That wraps up this week's market highlights. Next week, after earnings season, market focus will shift to the union budget, which will outline the government's economic and fiscal strategies for the year ahead. Subscribe to Tikona Capital for more insights and wealth-building opportunities from the themes of the decade. Visit us at tikonacapital.smallcase.com to explore thematic investments in the Amrit Kaal. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you next week.